Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and in this video I'm gonna go over a lot of things that I put in the All the World's a Stage file, also known as the red file. But before that, I wanted to briefly let you know that it's tax season, so don't forget to pay your crypto taxes. If you need help, you can go to cryptotaxaudit.com, and it'll be in the top of the description of this video. Clinton Donnelly is a crypto tax expert, and he can help you in preparing your taxes. He can consult with you, but he's also got memberships in case you're worried about being audited or anything like that. Early warning and then audit defense. So go click on the link in the top of this description if you need some help, because Clinton Donnelly is the man. Now, this is the guy that wrote the Time magazine article on Vitalik Buterin this morning, and he did a whole thread talking about how proud he was of his article. And I had to reply to him, how could you possibly write this story without addressing the disguised whales? The Ethereum ICO has never been audited. The decentralized narrative is a lie. That's what it is, folks. 100% not true. This and then there's some of the meme guys were out today, and I was laughing, so I got to show you. This is XRP meme guy. This is the shirt he should have worn. Running out of time, disguised ETH ICO whales, ridiculous gas fees, doesn't scale, conflicts of interest. Ethereum free pass, yes. And then the XRP, the standard productions, which is at XRP_productions, both definite follows. He said, I don't know who did this, but I love you. You've seen these on Twitter. You see a lot of people that are putting out these little things that are like their spheres of influence, the people they're connected to on Twitter. And someone had created this one where it shows Gary Gensler, and all it is John Deaton circling him. That made me laugh this morning. Now, this tweet right here is, I don't know who runs this Twitter handle, but all they do is they put this exact same tweet out, and I think they do it at least once a day, maybe several times a day, but it makes me laugh every time. I see it at least one time a day. It's a meme in itself. But it illustrates the in-your-face point of how this entire crypto industry has been built on one big lie. This whole Bitcoin and Ethereum are somehow superior to everything. It's all a lie, and it's carried by several groups, several outlets, several pundits, you name it. This is like a coordinated thing, and has been for years now. Daily reminder that the entire Bitcoin, Ethereum are somehow superior to the rest narrative in the crypto space has been built around, what has it been built around is a lie. The real tech has always been XRP and XLM. There are a handful of others that are far and away superior to Bitcoin and Ethereum as well. Everybody knows it, even the Bitcoin maxes and the Ethereum maxis, they all know it. Now, today, the Chamber of Commerce decided that they're going to weigh in on Tom Emmer and some of these congressmen, their letter that they sent to the SEC. They did a whole write-up about how they applaud this bipartisan inquiry and all of this, okay? So I retweeted their tweet, and I said, yeah, but we just don't support Ripple, Library, or John Deaton and his 65,000 XRP holders. Everything else we support in crypto. And that's the fact, Jack. And look, I say it again. Prove me wrong. I want Chamber of Commerce. I hope you prove me wrong. I will be the first channel to come out and say, good for you. They did what they were supposed to do. I'll be your biggest fan from then. But not until you do what is the elephant in the crypto trade group. That's the way. It's a big, huge elephant in that room, and it's not going away until you guys do what you're supposed to do in the way that you've put yourself out as this crypto industry group. That's for Blockchain Association, Chamber of Digital Commerce, Coin Center, Perianne Boring, Kristen Smith, Jake Jervinsky, all of you. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, now let's go to the All the World's a Stage file, or otherwise known as the red file. And just for your information, I got the red file. You know where that comes from? I'm a huge Dallas, the TV show fan. And there's an episode in Dallas where J.R. Ewing has what's called the red file. And the red file is where he keeps all his little secrets. And at some point, I think his brother Bobby discovers the red file and finds out that he's had things going on behind the scenes. Anyway, so I decided I'd call it the red file. Anyway, so here's the red file. Sandy O'Connor joins Ripple's board of directors on December 14th, 2020. Okay. Then on December 22nd, 2020, just 8 or so days later, the SEC drops its lawsuit. So the immediate thing for me is, are you telling me that she did not know they were about to drop this lawsuit when she joins the board at Ripple? She's still on it. If she didn't know, she'd probably tell them 8 days later, well, you can kiss off because you didn't tell me that. So anyway, that's why this is in All the World's a Stage file. Then there's this meeting, November 17th, 2021, the 2021 U.S. Treasury Market Conference. It's got the SEC, Federal Board, the Federal Reserve Board, Department of the Treasury, Federal Reserve Bank of New York, and the CFTC. They're all there. And guess who else is there? Gary Gensler's there, and Sandy O'Connor is there, who is now on the Ripple board of directors. She's also on the task force on financial stability. Well, what does that have to do with anything? First, let's look at this. This is an article written from that. Well, I won't go into that, but anyway, it shows what she had to say. She used to be former chief regulatory affairs officer at JP Morgan. That's also why it's in the All the World's a Stage file. Report of the Task Force on Financial Stability. And here's the people that are on it. I will draw your attention to this one, of course, because this is Sandy O'Connor, and then the one above her, which would be Blythe Masters. Do any of you know who Blythe Masters is? Well, she was the head of global commodities at JP Morgan Chase. She is the creator of the credit default swap. In other words, she's in essence the creator of what was the 2008 financial crisis. Then she leaves JP Morgan after she cleans the mess up after the financial crisis and goes into where? Blockchain. She's one of the most powerful women in finance, right there. And those are some interesting ties, aren't they? Well, I'm not done. Now remember, my father, the official father of the Digital Asset Investor channel, told me a long time ago, and so I told you, that nothing happens in finance without JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs. And that was his comment to me about Ripple and XRP. And he said, look, if JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs are not somewhere in the mix, it's hard for me to believe that they're going to do what you think they're going to do. Well, as I said, this is all the World's a Stage stuff. So here we go. This was provided to me by TAIG, by the way. He says, Jay Clayton met with now former JP Morgan officer Sandy O'Connor November 2017. Just 7 days before Jay Clayton files the complaint against Ripple. Okay? Sandy becomes the 8th member of Ripple's board. Okay? So that's what happened right there. All right? Now, okay. So this is I think that what he's talking about, that's 2000. He's showing 2017 here. So I think what he's saying is when they let me see how he words it, files the complaint against Ripple. So they didn't bring the lawsuit. If you remember, there was a tolling agreement that was done. They didn't bring the lawsuit until 2020. Okay. All right. So a tolling agreement, as I understand it, is basically an agreement between the SEC and Ripple that says, okay, you're kind of saying you want to sue us, but we're not going to do it yet. We're going to whatever, let that toll for a while. All right. So that means she had to know. Okay? I mean, in my opinion. All right. So Robbie Mitchnick, all right, is, because this is interesting too, right above her meeting is BlackRock, Larry Fink. And so anytime BlackRock comes up, I like to show you that Robbie Mitchnick is the director. It says director at BlackRock now, but what it said as of about a week ago when I showed you this page, he was their head of digital assets. I don't remember the exact title. So they've changed his title, so now he's just a director. Maybe they don't want us staring at his LinkedIn profile anymore. I don't know. But as you can see here, they are hiring. He's in charge of hiring, I guess, an associate VP of digital assets. Okay? Guess they don't want us staring at him any longer. Now, so then I was looking at ProCoinNews.com, okay, which, by the way, is the official sponsor of the Digital Asset Investor Hunting and Fishing Club. And we will be fishing soon, by the way. So they had this on their homepage. And I saw this and I instantly remembered something. This is about the Ripple on-demand liquidity soon to reach global coverage. And ProCoin News, I don't know if it was by chance or if they did it intentionally, but they put up here a picture of Ashish Birla on stage. Well, I instantly remembered what that picture was from. That was when Ashish Birla was at a Goldman Sachs conference on February 17th, 2020. Listen to a little bit of it.
It's a marketplace where
let me go back. I'll let you.
Products, and investing in them was a strategic decision for Ripple as well. Michael Carrier, SVP of Digital Assets at Forge.
All right. So anyway, this was the Goldman Sachs Tech Conference back in 2020, and then if you look at this, this is putting blockchain theory into practice at the Goldman Sachs Tech Conference. This is February 17th, 2017. So he was there 2020. This is 2017. Goldman Sachs Technology and Internet Conference in San Francisco. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse discussed blockchain and benefits it brings to payments and capital markets. All right, and so then in February of 2018, he is again at the Goldman Sachs. You see the logo back there? This is Brad Garlinghouse at the Goldman Sachs Tech Conference again.
I think if we want this whole asset class to grow up and mature, of course there should be regulation. And in fact, those that I think combat regulation, I think aren't really thinking about the benefit. The revolution of blockchain is not...
All right, so that's him there. All right, well, now let me give you another little reminder, okay, with the theme being Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan. SBI Holdings owns, I think it's 10.5% of Ripple. Way back when they bought 10.5% of Ripple. Look who all has a piece of the action in Ripple. By the way, remember a minute ago when we were showing you Sandy O'Connor, right? Well, Sandy O'Connor is also on the board of BNY Mellon. BNY Mellon is the second largest holder of SBI Holdings shares as far as American companies goes. All right. Then we've got down here, you'll see old JP Morgan, one of the largest holders in SBI Holdings. You'll also see State Street. If you look up State Street, they're owned by, I think, same old people, Vanguard, BlackRock, whatever. But let's go, now that we've seen that, who owns JP Morgan? Vanguard Group, State Street, BlackRock. Who owns Goldman Sachs? Vanguard Group, State Street, BlackRock. You putting it all together, folks? This might seal the deal right here. This is an old tweet from Stephen Bull from the DEP. Okay, interesting. The Rothschild family has some of their holdings in SBI, which also invested in Ripple and XRP. Look at this. SBI Holdings. SBI owns an 8.7% stake in Ripple's XRP. With volatility and underlying equity rising, the company's 2000. Anyway, let me read that again. SBI owns an 8.7% stake in Ripple's XRP. And that was from, as I recall, this was directly from a Rothschild family holdings document. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the like button, and tell your friends and family that XRP's in the game, folks. Always was.